That's supposed to be coming UPS. Get your butt out of my face. It's not cute. I'm getting the hair tuck going. Don't even hate. Let's just go.
Your face looked good, so that's
your
the important
face looks
part.
good.
Oh, thank you.
Good face goals. Should we say hey guys?
Just say hey guys.
Hey guys! It's been a minute since we did that. We felt like, hey, we'll welcome you back to our new but old space in a new but old way.
How's it hanging?
Not at all. Today we thought, hey, you know, it is still kind of the beginning of the year and we are still working on getting cute.
/ spring is around the corner.
Spring's in the air.
So it's like your mind switches from like first of the year goals to like, oh crap,
Spring break goals.
girl might have to wear a swimsuit. Whoops.
Yeah. But also, I think that we're always trying to be as healthy and happy as possible.
Yeah.
We were just feeling like we needed to share some of our things that we're doing right now to...
/ you guys always ask.
Yeah, you do.
Always ask. You're like, girl, how do you eat? I'm like, you don't see what we eat. You see some of the things we eat. It's like, how do you do that and stay looking the way you are? Tangent. But it kind of bugs me when people are like, it's a lifestyle. I don't diet. But honestly, I do feel like the way we do things is kind of our lifestyle.
Yeah, I would agree. And for us...
Sometimes we're hard.
Right. We are girls who love good food and we don't like to work out. So these are the things that we do to stay in the shape that we are.
To basically maintain and or, you know, just get a little healthier.
Yeah.
So give this video a thumbs up if you think being healthy is cool.
I love food. Thumbs up for that too. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. I'm Tracy.
Jumbo. I'm Stephanie. Somebody said they really liked it when I said Jumbo.
AKA Gaga. Somebody really said they liked it when I call you Gaga. You guys, even when the cameras aren't rolling, she's Gaga. So first, let's talk about food because I feel like that's the thing that everybody has to do to stay alive.
Food is something you have to just stay alive, and it is also like the key to your health. Like it's one of the biggest things with your
staying cute.
2 minutes on the lips, forever on the hips.
I know I've read articles that have thrown out various statistics, and statistics, 90-some% of them are not true. You can't believe them or something like
Unless
that.
you hear them on the internet.
So what I will say is, you know, may or may not be true, but I believe it. And that is that, you know, a large portion of being in shape and healthy and stuff has to do with your diet. It's something like 80 to 90%. It is getting hot. Calm down out there, son. We're not there yet. So with that being said, you know, we have different tips and tricks so that we can manage what we are eating and our intake and stuff so that it'll help us not have to go to the gym all the time or, you know,
not
be
have
able
to restrict ourselves too much.
Yeah, so we can fit in our cute skinny pants. Skinny jeans.
Actually wear skinny jeans.
I have them on now.
Something that I feel like we kind of have always done for at least the past 10 years is we've really paid attention to the amount of food we eat, the amount of calories, not just what we're eating, but how much of it we're eating.
I think that's something that a lot of people don't take into account, and it can be shocking how many calories are in all the foods that we eat every day. So there are some really awesome apps out there like MyFitnessPal, and there's also, I don't know if Spark.
It was a website. I don't know if they have an app.
Yeah, I don't know if they have an app because once MyFitnessPal came out, I was like, oh girl, that's my life.
And I know people are like, oh no, calorie counting, that's so bad. But like for us, it's not that we count the calories and we pay so close attention to it. It's more of looking like, okay, there's a giant honey bun that's 600 calories, okay? Or I can have this delicious sandwich for 600 calories. And it's kind of like weighing your options on like what calorie is worth it and what's gonna satisfy your body and be better for you and make my tummy happy.
And not just that, but I think it's also really helpful in knowing what your food is made up of. So also on MyFitnessPal, you can find a lot of good information about like the amount of carbs and fat and protein and fiber, and maybe you have certain restrictions or whatever. And so, you know what? Freaking the internet is so great for knowing what's in your food and like what you can and can't have. So I'm all about the apps that give you that information.
Even when calories, nutritional information is not available on like at a restaurant on their menu and stuff, a lot of times people have put it onto website and into MyFitnessPal. So
yeah, I love it. And there's even like on MyFitnessPal, there's like verifiedness where you can know like, plus I just check the boxes of things that I eat or like whatever. It's just good to know what you're eating.
And that way, like even when you're not trying to make a huge change in how you look, you can still know what you're putting in and kind of maintain how you want to be. Speaking of food, we are not cooks. We're just not.
We're not.
We hate the process of having to get the stuff, figure out a recipe, spend an hour and a half, 2 hours in the kitchen, and then I'm already tired of the food by then.
Not about that life.
Don't want to do that.
Also, I think another thing that is kind of frustrating, at least in my house, is that there's only 2 of us. And so when I go go to the grocery store and get all of the ingredients to make one recipe, I have so much leftover ingredients. Like, and if I don't make something that calls for some of those ingredients, they might go bad. We have discovered a really cool thing, and that's the meal delivery service subscriptions. So awesome. We have been using HelloFresh, and it is, I want to cook now.
Not only do I want to cook and is it easy and fast, I feel like a chef.
Right?
I like put all my stuff on the plate and I'm like, shh, look at that.
No, I'm like, when I'm at Target, I'm like, oh, I need to get some of those pinch bowls so that when I can put all my ingredients out, and it's like, the only thing with that is it results in more dishes, but that's my problem because I don't really have to do the pinch bowls, but it's just kind of fun.
Also, going back to knowing what's in your food with HelloFresh on the box and online when you're getting this stuff, it'll tell you what's in it, all the calories, like everything you need to know about it. And I read they have like a nutritionist that like does all this stuff. So it's like
really
legit.
good for you. It's healthy, and you also don't have to worry about having all of the ingredients left over. Like there's no waste, and it's just the coolest thing ever. It's so much faster than when I try to do my own recipes.
And it like lets me experience new foods that I probably wouldn't have cooked because I'd be like, ew, spinach, ew, chicken with stuff on it, sour cream.
So we've already talked about how super convenient it is. I mean, it comes once a week. You've got, it varies. You can do like 3, 4, or 5 meals a week, I believe, but I know that I'm more of like 3 meal a week girl.
Yeah, it comes in like a little insulated box that is delivered right to your door, and you can take it inside and it's all fresh ingredients.
So we are gonna have a link down below as well as a code. It's EG, where you can get $35 off of your first week. I'm telling you guys, if you wanna cook more, but you're a little intimidated,
and you wanna try it and you're not sure if you'll like it, like $35 off, you could try it and then you might love it. I love it.
Yeah, they also have an app where you can like see what's coming up next week and you can pick out which recipes you want. It's customizable. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Love it.
Oh my gosh, this next one, it might be one of my favorites / it's just another gaming thing. I love games.
Yeah.
And it is our Fitbit.
We've been wearing Fitbits since 2013, I think. Holy Toledo. Okay, so we're coming up on our 3rd year of wearing the Fitbit. And right now I'm wearing the Fitbit Charge HR. And I'll tell you, I like this one because it has an actual like watch type. Yeah, I lost mine when we were in Chicago. Cried. I was so sad. We went on a hunt for it. Anyway, it tracks your steps, and this one does your heart rate, but I don't do that because it uses my battery faster. So
we don't always aim for like a specific amount of steps, but it's just nice to know like if I've got 1,000 steps, I'm having a bad day.
Girl needs to get up and move.
Do the dishes or something because 1,000 steps is not good.
So we kind of will get it, I think, in non-traditional ways. Like I'm not going to the gym and walking around a track or on a treadmill. Sometimes I'll be like, ooh, I need some steps. Do you want to go to Target and walk around?
Or I need to go to the grocery store. We should go to the grocery store and make a couple laps and probably stand there longer than we should because we really just need to walk.
Extra tip with your Fitbit, sometimes when you're pushing a cart or a buggy or whatever, it will not track your movements. So we will take it off and put it on either our like waistband, like on our belt loop.
But we love our Fitbit.
I think it can be eye-opening to how much you're moving or how not much you're moving. Like, because when I first got it, I did not realize how much of an effort I had to put out to actually get steps.
Yeah.
But it's also really cool because you can compete with your friends, and that makes it like, ooh, I want to beat her. I'm gonna go get my steps.
Moral of the story is just move. Move, move, move. Don't sit on the couch all day long.
Do what you're gonna do that you're gonna keep up with, because if it's a workout or if it's an activity that you don't like doing, you're not gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna always go to Target and walk around.
This next one is something that I thank my mother for, actually.
You do?
I do, because our mom did keep like lots of snacks in the house when we were younger. Snack cakes, honey buns, all kinds of things. And
which are delicious.
I know. So growing up, we had access to that.
Indulge.
So I ate my zebra cakes and they were delicious. But as I've grown up, I've realized I can't have 2 or 3 zebra cakes a day and expect to be healthy. So I don't keep a whole lot of snacks in my house, and the snacks that I do keep are things like granola bars and yogurt. I try to keep fruit. My fruit goes bad sometimes. I try to. I like my apples and the grapes when I can.
Your fruit goes bad.
Your fruit
goes bad. I love that movie.
Do you like fruit?
I love
What kind of fruit do you like?
Apples, grapes,
Ooh,
bananas. I have bananas right now in my house.
I like dipping all of my fruit into yogurt.
So, like she said, don't keep all the bad stuff in your house if you know you're gonna eat it, but that's also not to say don't let yourself indulge from time to time.
I do. Sometimes I will get Lucky Charms and I will snack on them in my house. I do.
Oh, you so bad, girl.
I know, so bad.
If you look at our Instagram, you'll see that sometimes we indulge in froyo. I love it. And
just don't keep it in my house.
Life is short. I think you should definitely give in and have those yummy times. I love froyo and it's real good. The next thing I think, like I said, food is a huge part of getting into the healthier lifestyle. And we like to go out to eat sometimes.
Oh my gosh, I will go to the restaurant and I will eat 3 rolls and a giant meal with French fries and fried onions and all the terrible stuff.
Yes.
But I can't do that all the time.
No, you can't. And if you do find yourself in a situation where maybe you've got to go out to eat for a function or some kind of like it's someone's birthday and you're like, oh no, I don't know what to do.
2 things. Okay, first things first, share meals.
Yes.
You're really only supposed to eat like a deck of cards worth of meat or like a computer mouse
or a
worth of meat.
handful, like a fist size amount of pasta. That's not a lot. And when you go to some of these restaurants,
you get 12-ounce steaks.
A plate full of pasta. Another thing is you can also ask for your to-go box up front with your meal, and you could take half of the meal, put it in your to-go box, tuck it, away, and then you don't even have the temptation right there in front of you.
So share meals and don't just, don't go crazy. But, when we're trying to watch your figure,
I'm watching it. I
watch my figure every day. I watch it in the mirror every day.
Oh, you do? What does it do?
I don't know. Sometimes it looks better than others.
Sometimes it's like standing there but make fun, and I look over and I'm like, but why are you so low? Like, just up. I don't know.
Second tip for going to restaurants is
kids meals.
Like, those are more of the portions that you should be having.
Right.
Most places. But kids meals are better portions. Like, when I go to some places for hamburgers, adult hamburgers this big around.
Big as your face.
And it's like this thick, where the kids burger is maybe like that big and like that big. And I'm like, that's more of what I want and what I should be having.
And then another thing, like we were saying about the different portion sizes, there are ways, if you can't find the calories on things, to kind of understand what a serving size looks like. And there are websites that kind of talk about that. But like she said, for me, it's like a deck of cards. Pasta grains, like the size of your fist. And so just kind of familiarize with what the right amount of food is that you should be eating. And then I think it makes it easier to make smart choices. And if you can't tell from the tone of this video, we don't take ourselves too super serious on this whole, being healthy and doing, like, we just don't want to be super restrictive to where we're miserable.
No, because it's not good for anybody. I mean, if you're like unhappy and
like that guy.
That guy's not happy.
Honk if you're happy.
If you're unhappy and you're not enjoying life and eating good things, then it's just not fun. And life is supposed to be fun.
And your indulgent thing might not be the same as everyone else's. Like for me, you guys can guess, say it with me. Froyo. What?
And cookies.
I like cookies in my froyo.
If you restrict yourself too much, you're going to just go crazy and binge eat and ruin your diet anyway. So why not eat the best that you can and occasionally have a chocolate bar, or you can make smart choices. You can be like, maybe I shouldn't have that Snickers. Maybe I'll have a dark chocolate kiss.
Oh no, that's what I've been doing. I've had a little bag of Dove dark chocolate hearts in my pantry, and they're like 30 calories a pop. So it's like when I'm having that little sweet tooth craving or whatever, I can kind of do it like every day. And dark chocolate's better for you than milk chocolate.
Yeah. So make smart decisions. If there's a healthy option and you like that healthy option, pick it.
Yeah, pick
Instead of doing the, cakes, do some grapes because they're delicious.
Frozen grapes, so good. That's when you want to get your fruits in.
Frozen fruits.
Frozen fruits. Those are some of the tips and tricks that we do to kind of stay. Like I said,
we're not perfect.
We're never gonna be bikini models. I'm okay with that because look, my froyo. But we would love to know your guys' tips and tricks of the things that you do to stay healthy and fit and feeling good and staying alive as long as possible. If you guys have checked out HelloFresh, tell us what you think about it. We'll also have that link down below, as well as the promo code EG, so you can get $35 off your first week.
All right, guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click subscribe because it's a button that's supposed to be clicked if you want to click it. Clicky.
And don't forget to check out all of our other social media. We've been having way too much fun on Snapchat, you guys. We also have our own app, which will be linked down below. We haven't talked about it in forever.
I know. Our own app.
All the links will be down below, and we're going to talk to you guys in another video so dang soon.
We sure will.
Bye, guys.
Bye.